I went, like I said, I have, when you look back, because the kids today, ask all the time, how did y'all grow up, or how the things that you have, did you have a favorite friend? And in East St. Louis, we grew up, we were Fat Albert. If you saw the Fat Albert and the places that was us, my family. But you had that favorite friend whose house you played at, didn't you? You went down to their house. My friend Hubbard and Will had the best house in the neighborhood because you could go through their walls and you could leap from their room, which through the ceiling had a giant hole in the ceiling. You could leap down, through the ceiling. I'm like, wow, man, y'all can do that? Yeah, man. Jump down, change the channel, boom, jump back up and go to their room. They could go down through their kitchen. And you wasn't until you were an adult that you figured out that you probably should have been over Will's in the house. Their house was condemned. It was a condemned home. So, they talk about parents today, it takes a village to raise a child, right? They tell you that. Community. No, that just means everybody in the neighborhood get to whoop you. That's it. That's all it is. They come by and say, I'm going to beat you tomorrow. Yeah, my turn too. I get you next week. I saw you break that window. I'm gonna whoop you too. And they would, get in line to whoop you. So, lived in East St. Louis. East St. Louis, Illinois at the time was the murder capital of the United States. Had the highest murder rate, crime rate, anything you name, we were there. And my parents, being the parents that they were, would tell you, come here, boy. I want you, 11 o'clock at night, I want you to go down there to that store and get me a Pepsi and get your father a pack of Salem cigarettes. And my dad would speak up and bring me back my change, boy. And you sitting there going, I'm in the murder, didn't y'all just hear we made the news? We're the murder capital. I'm 8 years old, I shouldn't be going out getting no Pepsi and didn't you hear what they're doing to people? And you said, no, you can go down there. And all he cared about was bring me back my change. And I said, and it's got that one store that's open. Why it's open, I don't know. I thought it was a setup for years. Because this one store, and they always put that one guy in there that's slow. Because you got to tell him your order 4 or 5 times. Because everything's behind plexiglass. Any of y'all ever grew up in places where everything is behind plexiglass and you speak to little holes in the window? That's a dangerous place. We ordered, you could get Kentucky Fried Chicken, whatever, they ordered from behind 8 feet plexiglass. Put your face up there, and you put the sliding thing down that way. Yeah, then they back up. So, you in there, and I had to call my friend Terry to go with me. I called him Terry, hey man, come on, go down to. He said, well man, they wanted. I shouldn't have been going over there because one of the kids in the neighborhood, the dude Byron, who was the bully of the neighborhood. Byron robbed everybody, stole your dog. He stole my dog and sicked him on me, so I know the boy was good. Anytime he take your dog from you, and then you say, hey, let's no, he beat me down. He just took everybody's dog, so he got mine. Took your cat, bird, anything, horse, everything. So they got all my stuff. I'm sitting there, and I called Terry, said, well, Byron, I'm going to get you anyway, man, because you burned his brother. For those of y'all that didn't know that, I used to make money burning trash. And 50 cents a bushel for a bushel of leaves. Those of you need to make money, you burn bushes, you burn either trash or you burn leaves. But it also, learning to work with striking matches and, gasoline helps get bullies to leave you alone. So when people try to burn you, burn them. Fire has a way of getting people to leave you alone. They don't bother you no more. They won't touch you. And so I got his brother one day when he tried to get me, so that's why they didn't want me to go over there. So my friend Terry, I said, don't worry, man, just go over there with me. So I get to the store, and they got my brother behind the plexiglass and up there. And you go to ask, and listen to me, man. said, and Terry's out watching for me. Listen real good. I want a Pepsi and a pack of Salem cigarettes. You got it? Let me get this. You say. You want Pepsi? Pepsi, boy! Pepsi! This is the guy that this is the kid that when you're in church, that the old women slapped in the back of the head to get it out. This is the kid. You know, and has happiness. You know, you go all the way to the back and forget what you told him. And I said, this is a setup. They put him in there for a minute. And you got there when he finally got everything up. My friend Terry's like, come on, man, here they come, man, here they come. You know, because he already leaning, get that foot, so you want to get that run. Anybody been chased by a bunch of brothers, you got to get that run. You know. But was no problem. My friend, out of nowhere, my friend, rock throwing Fred, came out. Did anybody have a friend that could throw rocks? My friend Fred carried his rocks in a lunchbox. He had lots of rocks. He didn't care. He had an apple, an old peanut butter sandwich, and about 5 or 6 rocks in his lunchbox. And I remember how good he was because the kid tried to steal his bike. And Fred let him get a good distance. And he sit there. So I said, hey, Fred, he's stealing your bike. Yeah. And he opened up his lunchbox and he got one of the rocks out there. Yeah, what is one of the nice rocks? He was an archaeologist of alleyways. The dude had rocks. And I seen him as soon as the kid was riding fast, Fred just moved his shoulder. Hit the boy dead in the back of the head. It was great. I was like, oh man, Fred, you here? Did you bring your lunchbox? Yeah, oh, we good. We good, because as soon as they gave me my Salem cigarettes and my Pepsi, I broke out and I had Fred hang back. Fred was like a sniper. Don't worry, Chip, I got your back, bro. I got everything here. I got 2 rocks in my pocket and another one over here. One I hit a German Shepherd with the other day. I got it right here.